Hello and welcome, friends. Today we're going to get right into the action. I've got your sports card news update for you. First guy we're going to be talking about is a hockey guy. We're just going to get him right out of the way because I know you guys don't want to hear about that shit. Right over to the main screen. All right, the guy we're talking about is Dominik Kubalik. And this dude's cards are going off the charts because he's playing like a madman. He's out there putting in goals, smashing people left and right. And if you're looking at hockey, that's a guy you want to pick up. Which ones am I picking up? Well, first of all, here is his Young Guns rookie card. So this, obviously, kind of getting some hype, a little bit, slowly up. And then boom. Boom. Now it is literally going for over $40 on eBay, and it's gone up all day long. I went there earlier to see if I could grab a couple cheap ones, because whenever a card starts popping off like that, I like to go in, see if I can grab a cheap one or two, just so in case, I don't want to miss the boat. I'm like everybody else. I'm just trying to get on a taste or whatever. But there was no boat this time. They're straight up 40, 50. These were like $39.99 earlier. Now they're $43.38. They're just going up, 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 up. So instead of buying, again, as we're cruising to the top, I'm looking for that low-hanging taste. I'm looking for something that's a bit cheaper, but it's almost guaranteed to go up. So we're going to go over here to my purchase history, and I'm going to show you guys what that is. That is 2019 OPC Platinum hockey cards of this guy. You can see I picked up his marquee rookie right here. It's number 186. OPC Platinum, again, is basically like the Topps Chrome, Bowman Chrome, whatever you want to call it. And it's the set that we expect collectors when they come over from basketball, baseball, whatever, to focus some attention on, because these sets are relatively newer in the hockey market, basically 2015. And, they haven't had a ton of attention because the hockey market doesn't understand them yet. They do understand the colored parallels, but they're going to get there. So I bought these. I bought the Rainbow, which is, again, silver, $11.61. Can't complain about that. We got 8 of the base ones for $25. And what did we get here? Another one for $2.60. And then I picked up a couple of these. These seem to be more valuable than the base OPC Platinum. People seem to really like these. So I'll show you guys these. But they are, well, that's not the one. This ain't the one either. Hey, man. Anyway, they're the retro rookies, and they look pretty good, I got to tell you. This also looks pretty good, just as a quick aside. I bought this for $38. They sent me an offer here, and this is an excellent 1969 Pete Rose. Look at the corners on that. Oh man, there's not a lot of print defects. There's like maybe something up there at the top right. It looks relatively clean. I don't know what the surface looks like, but it looks like a clean card. I'm not seeing too many crazy things that look wrong. Obviously, I don't have the back of the card, but overall, this centering looks very nice for this year. And, maybe I can get a 6 on this, something like that, maybe a little bit luckier. Either way, it's going straight to PSA, and this is a secret place. I don't really share this with too many people, but you guys can go to this guy's store. It's Old BB Cards, and it's one of my favorite places to find PSA fodder. Most of it's vintage. I think I might have mentioned it one other time on the stream, but I mean, you guys go check out their stuff. You will find some minty fresh stuff like this for good prices that you can get graded. They don't seem to filter through, and they do charge a decent amount sometimes, but they go by condition, and you can find good deals to get graded. So that's a little aside. But yeah, Dominik Kubalik, grab his platinum OPC stuff if you want to get on that $50 train out the door. The next buy we're looking at is going to be Jason Tatum, and I'm specifically looking at his Donruss Optic rookies, or in this case, Don Ross, like Bob Ross. You know what I mean? The Don Ross of the Bob Ross of Optic. Happy little accidents either way. So I think that his, obviously his damn Prism rookie is like $200 raw, and I think that he's a player that is just going up. I think that he's going to have more attention on him than he does. His cards already have a baseline, but they haven't really just, gone off the charts or anything. And I think one of the first cards that's going to go, other than that Prism rookie, is going to be his Optic rated rookie. And there are a few variations, the red, the yellow. So I'm basically trying to pick these up in the $45 to $50 range. I did miss an auction earlier for a red yellow that looked gem mint to me, and I lost it for about $70. I was going to pay about $60 for it, but I got outbid at the end. So that's what I'm one guy we're definitely picking up is Jason Tatum. I know he's not like a crazy wild pick or whatever, but I think that this hot spot here, right around the $50 range for his Optic rated rookies specifically, that's definitely a price point that I'm trying to get in on, because I think these can easily be $100 cards, easily be $125 on the base. We'll see how far the Celtics can go in the playoffs. They won a crazy game against the Trailblazers. I feel bad for my Blazers, man. I mean, geez, now they're going to have to play against the Rockets tomorrow. That game is going to be crazy. Both teams want the win. We've been seeing some of the best basketball we've seen in a long time. So that's one guy that we're buying. Another guy that we're buying, and this guy, man, I don't know how this dude has gone unnoticed this far, but his name is Jared Allen, and he's a center, 2017 rookie for the Brooklyn Nets. And man, he just has finesse. Like when you watch him play, his movements, he's just fluid, he's smooth, and he's honestly, he was pretty hyped up. And I think that there's an interesting piece of information here to think about. The players that are in the collectibles area right now, a lot of the people coming into the sports card market, where, whether they were collecting when they were kids or whether this is a fresh start for them, they're fans of fantasy sports and they've always been sports fans, so now they're into the cards too. Wherever they're coming from, they're basing a lot of their decisions on current information that they're getting and not old information about players who are still young in the league. That's how I capitalize on the Jusuf Nurkic thing. And we're going to talk about Nurkic in a minute because his cards are absolutely exploding. I got a couple interesting things to say about it. But as far as Jared Allen goes, number of things. One, this dude was heralded. He took basically Brook Lopez's spot. He's young. He's only 20. Another thing I like to do is listen to interviews of players when I'm doing research. I like to research the scouting reports, look at tape, all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, hearing his interviews, he's well-spoken. He's an intelligent dude. I look for that. He's hungry. He's aware of himself. Self-awareness is very, very key. Just mindset in general. You don't want to be investing in a guy with a mindset like Meta World Peace, for instance, Ron Artest. I mean, you're not going to go very far. But a guy like Jared Allen, one, his cards are absolutely dirt cheap. No one's paying any attention to him. Two, he's on a Brooklyn Nets team that isn't going to go very far in the playoffs, but they're at least going to play around. Three, he just had a massive game. Yeah, it was against the Wizards, the lowly Wizards or whatever. But I'm trying to tell you guys there's something here with Jared Allen. He's got skills. If you read his articles, he's blocked LeBron. He's only one of 9 out of like 1,600 LeBron dunks. He's like one of the 9 people that blocked a LeBron dunk. He's also blocked Anthony Davis. He's blocked Giannis. He's blocked Harden. I mean, this dude, he blocks extremely well. He's a great rim protector, great defensive rebounder. He looks like he can shoot. He can dunk. I mean, he's young. He's only like 21 or something. And there's more to this story. This is important because you got to think not about... Let me get comfortable here. You got to think not about what's going on right now, but what's going to happen when Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are back and it's like December and they're making a run for the playoffs, but this time you got Kevin Durant too. I mean, he might be the third in that, menage a value for Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Jared Allen. He stands out. He stands out when you watch him play, when you watch the Brooklyn Nets play, he will stand out to you. So if you haven't been aware of this dude, I don't know how he went under the radar this long. 2017 rookie, cards are dirt cheap. Go pick up Jared Allen. I spent literally $250 on Jared Allen yesterday, and you guys can see what we got right here. 2017 Prism. We had to pay $5 to $6 for these. We also picked up a bunch of the Donruss rated rookies. They're basically like $1 or $2 a piece. Didn't pick up a ton of those. Got a bunch of Optic, basically $2 and change. Right there's 3 for $2. Again, $2 here, $2 a piece for 4 of those. Got the red and yellow ones. I got a select silver prism for $6.50. That's great. We paid $76 to Compsy. We got a bunch of the rated rookies for $1. We got this red, white, and blue for $6. Roughly just paying as cheap as we can, but for some of the better, flashier stuff, yeah, we'll pay $5 or $6 for something that's going to be awesome in the future. $1.39 for his select rookie, $4.80 for the retail wave. We got the blue velocity for $5. Fast break hollow $5. I just like to pick up a few of these here and there. I usually, my strategy is to buy as many base cards as I can because they'll definitely go up in value, and it also limits my investment if the guy doesn't end up being good. Let's say I put a couple $100 into Jared Allen. I like to pick up a few of these nicer cards for $5-6, whatever, maybe one silver for 20, whatever, depending on how I feel about the guy. But at the end of the day, you don't want to just invest in those types of cards because it maximizes your investment, which will maximize your loss if that guy ends up being a stinker. You buy a bunch of base cards, they can easily 10x value because remember, it's not always about hitting a massive home run. It's just about making a solid profit. And then, when you distribute it between grading and just raw card sales on eBay, you end up with a pretty high ROI, especially the grading. So we picked up some of the fancier stuff, whatever. We got a Mosaic Orange. This is interesting because it's like the first year of Mosaic as, in Prism or whatever before the actual set came out. And, Orange, I guess that's like to $199 or something. I could be wrong on that. We got a silver press proof out of $2.99 for $4. So as you guys can see, no one's paying attention to his cards. His cards are dirt cheap. I do believe he's going to be playing with Durant and Kyrie Irving, and I'm telling you, watch him, watch the tape, listen, read the articles. People, even in January in 2019, there was an article saying that this guy was going to be a big star, and I think we might see a good game out of him against the Bucks, simply because he's talked before about how Brook Lopez used to be the face of the Nets, and now he's in there trying to be the face of the Nets. So it should be kind of fun. Even though we expect the Bucks to win the game most of the time against the Nets, it ought to be fun, and Jared Allen is probably going to show up because he's competitive like that. You got his old friend Brook Lopez. He's playing against Giannis. I believe Jared Allen is going to have a good game against the Bucks, and I think that if he continues to do well in the playoffs, people are going to notice because he's, again, only a 2017 rookie, and if they think ahead and they think, wow, he's going to have Durant and Kyrie Irving next year, that is a recipe for success. And you got to remember, when Durant was talking about moving to Brooklyn, he said they've got pieces over there. Their ability was always Brooklyn. They've got pieces. Jared Allen is one of those pieces, let me tell you. All right, who else do I have on my list here? Yeah, we got Jason. Oh, yeah, so Nurkic. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I was selling my Nurkic cards. I put up in small quantities. Every time I put it up, it's sold out. I had him $18.99. I had a guy trying to haggle me. I had like 5 of them up for $18.99. And the dude was trying to haggle. He was messaging back and forth. He's trying to get him for 15, trying to get one for $16.50. And I'm just like, come on, dude. It's like a headache, man. Like, you're really trying to hit me for $1.50 here? I got to pay shipping. I got to do all these fees and everything. Give a brother a break. $1.50. Buy me a soda. So, we go back and forth, and at the end of it, I was like, look, dude, I'll do 2 for $34. That's the best. Bo Jackson, jersey number 34. Giannis, boom, done, 34. And by the time he messages me back to say, I'm driving a hard bargain, but he's going to think about it, all 5 of them had sold for $18.99. Long story short, I am advising you to hold your Jusuf Nurkic cards. Hold your Jusuf Nurkic cards. We're going to go and just check it out real quick. I apologize for not having it up here just yet. 2014 Prism Nurkic. I believe that's card number 282. I could be wrong. 280. Is it 280? Okay, 280. I knew it was something like that. Maybe 280 is also Damian Lillard from 2012 Hoops. Either way, if we go to buy it now and we go to lowest price, $19.50 is the lowest one. There's only one of those. Then you have $23 or whatever and change, only one of those. And then the next one is $33. It's $30 on COMC 32 Plus. Every time I sell this card, it goes up. And I will go to the sold listings and show you because, again, I don't mind scaling some of those cards back out to recoup my investment, especially when I've hit a good ROI. Paid like $3 to $4 for most of them. Got about 30 or 40 of them, plus a few others, refractors and whatnot. So I'm trying to tell you guys, these are all selling out now. $20, $23 is going to be a $30 card. This was my listing right here, $18.99, August 2nd. We sold all of those. Here's another tip when you're listing on eBay. People are more attracted to the higher end words in your listing rather than the lower end words. So if somebody's reading listings, they're going to be more attracted to the main thing they're looking for first. So if you look and you read this, it says invest 2014 Prism rookie card, all the way before we get to Jusuf Nurkic. No, if you look at my listing, it says Jusuf Nurkic. That's the most important part. Boom, and all the other information that you need. So hold your Nurkic cards. His PSA 10 rookie is now over $200. I have 2 of them I paid $40 for. Just hold your Nurkic. He's gonna, every time he plays a game, his cards go up another level. And I can bring it up here if you guys want to check it out. We haven't looked at that yet. This was the Kubalik. Bring me a chart any card. This is Market Movers. We pay $50 a month for this research tool, and you guys can check it out at sportscardinvestor.com. Definitely worth your time if you're involved in all of this. So we're looking for 2014 Jusuf Nurkic, and the set is Prism, and the card number is 280, and the grade is Raw. These have gone from like $4 to $20. I don't know, all the weird stuff's probably going to come up in here, like all the variations and whatnot. But as you can see, even if we get rid of stuff like this silver prism, definitely don't want that in there. You guys get the idea. You can see that they're all, this was a silver prism too, but we're not adding that. Yeah, they're definitely just off the charts. It was like a $3 card, and now it's just rocking at 20 plus. So, you know, $30 card, whatever. Give him another couple of games. I would say to you guys, hold your Nurkic. Don't sell any of your Nurkic. The one guy that you want to sell right now is Bol. I love Bol, but I'm telling you, his Prism card, $23, $25, whatever, it's about there. I'm just selling a few, that's all. Because Bol is in a weird spot. He's not going to play that much more in the playoffs when they lose. He doesn't seem to be getting too much time, even though he is, you know, kind of showing flashes here and there when he is playing. He's still going up in price, and I believe the main reason why is because he is eligible for Rookie of the Year next year, which is definitely good for him because it keeps that value, because people are going to, hey, well, you know, he could still be rookie next year. You know, he could still get more time on the court, let him develop, whatever. So that is more of like a long-term type of play. Same thing with Jared Allen. He could be a flip in the playoffs depending on how well they do and how well he plays, what the people are thinking. But yes, you know, as far as Jared Allen goes, it's definitely for next season when Durant and Kyrie Irving are back that I'm expecting his cards to get more of a bump as they show just how much of a badass he is playing with those guys and get more attention on him. A lot of people have said that he's going to be a top 5 center in the league. So, you know, you see what happens with guys like Embiid when they develop and they get to be badasses. This could be another one of those types of guys. So check out Jared Allen. You know, you can't do yourself wrong there. Have anything else to talk about? There was one. Oh yeah, Michael Porter Jr. Just real quick. Michael Porter Jr. has gone off the charts, ladies and gentlemen. He had 37 points and 12 rebounds in his game today, looking like a monster out there. And you know, we discussed before. Picked up a bunch of Michael Porter Jr. rookie cards, both raw and all the PSA 9s that I could get my hands on in the Prism variety because it wasn't too high versus the regular raw card. So yes, Michael Porter Jr. If you haven't had a chance, then I would definitely try to pick up some of his stuff on the cheap. I think his hoops cards are still cheap. I think hoops cards in general have a lot of room to go up. I think if you're looking for a low budget Nurkic card to pick up, there's a dude that's got $30 for 17 hoops Nurkic rookies. So, you know, obviously his Prism's gone insane, his select has gone up, but if you're looking for hoops Nurkic rookies, you could definitely try to cherry pick the ones out there and get them graded, because I assume they're going to be $200 cards and they're only like $2 raw right now. So even if you get 9s and they end up being 50, 60 bucks, they're going to end up being good quality cards for grading, because the more attention Nurkic has on them, even if they don't make the playoffs this year, they have earned the respect. They have shown the skill that they have with Nurkic back, Carmelo Anthony and his resurgence. You guys heard about Gary Trent Jr. I told you about him a few videos ago. You saw just what kind of monster performance he put up. That dude is going to be a beast too, even if he doesn't stay on the Blazers. So a lot of information for you guys to process. I'm going to get out of your hair, but I appreciate you guys hanging out here. Hit the subscribe button and the like button if you enjoyed the content, and otherwise I'll catch you on the flip side.